Hey, good morning, everyone. Just wanted to share a couple thoughts with you on this terrific Tuesday morning. I hope you're having a good Tuesday morning. You know, on Sunday morning, we were going through Acts chapter 9, conversion of Paul. And did you catch the paradox? Did you catch the irony that Saul was blinded? God blinded him, so to speak, on the road to Damascus. He blinded his physical eyes in order that he might have 20/20 spiritual vision. So often, God needs to kind of step in and blind us, if you will. Many times that's how a conversion happens. People really just completely hit the bottom of the barrel before they completely surrender. But often this is true for Christians as well. It's not just a conversion experience from the unbeliever and you realize who Jesus is and you surrender your life to him. But as believers, we can be walking in a headstrong way, filled with pride, even though we don't consider, I'm not a prideful person, but really pride is keeping us blinded to the truth. And so many times God, because he loves us so much, because he wants us to see, he wants us to have spiritual insight, spiritual discernment. Many times it'll take something drastic to blind us temporarily in the physical realm in order to get us to see 20/20 spiritual vision. This happened too, I remember, in John 9, not just Acts 9, but John 9. And Jesus had just healed a man born blind in Acts chapter 8. And the religious leaders were all over this and they hated him and accused him of blasphemy and all sorts of things. And in chapter 9, in verse 40, it said, those of the Pharisees who were with him heard these things. And he said to him, we're not blind too, are we? And Jesus said to them, if you were blind, you would have no sin. But since you say, we see, your sin remains. In other words, they weren't getting it. They thought they could see just fine. Well, maybe in the physical realm, they went to the eye doctor, they stared at their little chart, they may come out of there and say, see, we have 20/20. But in the physical realm only. In the spiritual realm, they were completely blind, full of pride. They lack the surrender to God and to truly seek him. So I just wanted to share that this morning in case there's an area you might have in your life that you feel like, man, I'm really getting like beat up here or blinded. Well, it may be. I can't speak into your circumstance. Every circumstance is different. I don't know. But it may be God. Sometimes we blame everything bad that comes our way. Oh, that was the devil. That's a demon. It may be your flesh. You may have done something stupid. You're reaping the consequences, of sowing to the flesh. You reap to the flesh. But it may just be the Lord trying to get your attention. And maybe our response should be, Lord, is that you? And like Paul, when you know it's the Lord, what would you have me to do? So don't keep kicking against the goads and fighting God. You're going to lose. I'm going to lose. But instead, when you know it's the Lord and he's dealing with you on something, the key every time is surrender, surrender, surrender. What would you have me to do? So just wanted to share that little tidbit with you on this Tuesday morning. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you.